and welcome back to the Kneehill Scoop. It is a new year, a new season, and same old host. It's me, Christine, here to talk about all things Kneehill County. So just one quick note before we get into it. Normally I do some announcements, but I realized if you're tuning into these episodes, like a couple months later, you're now forced to listen to me prattle on and on about information that's no longer relevant. So I'm going to nix the announcements so we can just get right into our special guests and the information that they're bringing. But if you're ever curious about what's happening in the county, head over to our website. That's just rife with information over there. Our social media will have any current events or happenings, council highlights, that kind of thing. And of course, you can always check out our full page ad in the Capitol, and that comes out every week. We have a very special guest joining us today, our interim CAO, Teresa Cochran. Teresa, thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you so much, Christine. I'm so excited.
Me too. Well, let's just get right into this. So, for residents who may be getting to know you, can you share a bit about your background and what led you to municipal leadership?
Oh, what a great question. I'm so excited to share that 2026 will be my 30th year in municipal government. I started as a fitness instructor at the City of Calgary and loved government so much. So I've spent the last 30 years working in both urban and rural governments in nearly every position that you could possibly think of in all the departments: waste and recycling, infrastructure, finance, HR, planning. Wow. And I love it. I love learning about all of the things that we do to support communities. It's really, really great. What's kept me in the work is just being able to see the impact of what we do every day in our communities. And when our residents are happy and thriving, there's no better feeling than that. I love that.
So can you explain the role of a CAO and how it supports council and the organization as a whole?
Well, the role of the CAO is somewhat complicated as you have 7 bosses, so that's fun.
Right.
You have 7 bosses with very different needs and expectations, so that's lovely. But the real role is about connecting council's goals to the administration. So we're looking at how do I bridge the gap between council and their strategic plan to support administration in creating the tactics and the objectives in order to deliver that strategic plan. So it's basically serving as the bridge between council and administration to ensure that everything gets done on that strategic plan. So I'm really looking at the vision, mission, and values of council, and how do we elevate and support that within our work, in our daily operations? How do we focus on supporting council, but also supporting the residents for the long term? Because council may only be a 4-year term in some cases,
right?
But administration, we have to focus on the 20 to 50-year term because we want the municipality to thrive forever and evermore.
Yes, we do. And council's going into strat planning pretty soon, right?
Absolutely. We're going to start strategic planning in January. Okay. Just coming up now, actually. We're already in January. Wow.
Right.
So fast. The great thing will be is we'll start with the vision, missions, and values to get a good sense of where does council fit together? Mm-hmm. What is it that they're looking to accomplish? And from there, they'll develop their strategic pillars and their tactics and objectives. And I suspect that will be out to the public by mid-year at the latest.
Yeah, and then that's what we'll work towards.
And that's what we work towards. Mm-hmm. Everything that we do is with that line of sight in mind. Yeah. That council strategic plan, because it's based on what the community wants. Mm-hmm. They know what they want, council knows what they want, and then we're here to deliver.
Brilliant.
It's great.
So how would you describe your leadership style?
My leadership style is very much people-centered. The people are the power. Mm-hmm. I wrote a book on results-based accountability. And it's really focused on how do we lead people to be their best? How do we help people thrive within their strengths? And how do we help them support our communities in ways that makes everybody happy? Leadership isn't about having all the answers. We can't. As a leader, we're here to be able to support, guide, coach, and mentor folks so that they can thrive within their strengths and deliver the services. So it's really about asking good questions, understanding the why behind everything, mm-hmm. and focusing on how do we support our employees in delivering operations in the most effective way possible.
That's huge.
It's massive, and it's a lot of work, but it's really a lot of fun, too, because you can watch people thrive. And within the people thriving, obviously the community thrives.
Win-win for everybody.
It's a win-win.
Yeah. So what values guide the way you approach decision-making and administration?
Values are at the core of what I do. So I'm all about the values, and integrity, accountability, collaboration, and service delivery are really core to what we're focused on here. Mm-hmm. They align exponentially with my values, which makes me so happy to work here because that's really what we're here to do as a municipal government. Mm-hmm. We're here to be accountable to our decisions. We're transparent. We're here for long-term sustainability. And we're focused on the residents for the future all the way. Yeah. And our residents and staff should see the consistency of our service deliver, not in the way that we're rigid, but in the way that we show up regularly and consistently, and they can depend on us and they trust us.
Yeah.
So that's how I try to lead. We all start with the trust in mind, and we focus on everyone's strengths, and we just deliver a great service to the community.
And what do you see as the most important role of administration in serving residents?
Well, of course, administration only exists to support the residents. We are here to deliver upon Council's strategic plan. So we're here to make sure that whatever they need, in whatever the time is, we can deliver those services for them. And that's through our policies, our plans, our bylaws. Those are all the ways that Council directs us in order to support the residents out there.
Yeah, that's what we're here for.
Yeah,
that's
we're
right.
here to help. Just let us know.
As you look ahead, what does stability and good governance look like for Kneehill County?
Stability and good governance will mean for the county clear roles, clear expectations on what are we doing as an organization? What does council direct us to do, and how do they do that through their policy? And how do we as administration take that direction and then deliver it to the community in a way that everyone appreciates it?
Yeah.
So it's those respectful relationships, clear roles, effective decision making, and really good collaboration that's grounded, that's professional and focused on our residents, always focused on our residents. They deserve it.
Yeah.
They deserve our focus.
And what are some of the key priorities for Kneehill County in 2026 here?
Council is very much focused on our core service delivery. So we're looking at, as an organization, how do we go back to the beginning? How do we look at our house, if you will, the base of our house? So our operations, our infrastructure, our strategies, and how we make our decisions. We're looking at being predictable and trustworthy. We're looking to be consistent and respectful in the future. And of course, always focused on financial sustainability. I want to know that Kneehill County will have good water and roads 30 years from now, not only just today, but 30 years from now, the residents will be thriving and know that they'll be taken care of.
Yeah, and that starts today, right?
It starts today.
Yeah.
Building trust.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how does the county balance long-term planning with day-to-day service delivery?
So I think I've alluded to that already, but as a CAO, as I said, and as an organization, we're always focused on the future forward, because we know councils roll over every 4 years potentially. So we need to ensure that we're able to support council in understanding the importance of our reserve funds and how do we save for the future. How do we support council in keeping the lights on today, but again, planning for our infrastructure tomorrow? Because we know bridges and roads, they're expensive.
Yes.
They cost a lot of money. So we want to have that stability. We want to keep a keen eye on the future. And we want to understand some of the push points or the pressures that are coming to us from the province, the federal government, and from some of the things happening across the world. How do we best analyze our part in that? How do we support our residents? And how do we support council in understanding their alignment back to the resident?
And how do council and administration work together to move priorities forward?
Well, council administration work together through our policy, our bylaws, and our development plans. So council will bring forward motions and administration will take that work and we'll run with it. Now, typically there's budget assigned as well. So there's a strategic plan that goes aligned with the budget and the process, and we work to achieve their goals. Really, we're looking, when we're bringing our RFDs, our reports to council, we're looking to give them really great information so they can make good decisions, so that they trust the information they're getting will help them help the residents. They'll be supporting the residents for that future. We're working together. We're a team, and we have to be a team. We're not in opposition ever. Administration and council, we're one.
Right.
Council sets the governance, they set the policies, they set the tone, and administration runs with it. We're here to help.
Right.
That's my mantra.
No, it's
We're
a
here to
good
help.
one. Yeah, absolutely. I think we kind of talked about this too a little bit, but collaboration across departments. Why is it so important in a rural municipality?
Well, in rural, we're small. We're small but mighty. We don't have an extensive staff. I work for the city of Calgary, where my one department had over 550 people working in
I
it.
cannot even imagine that.
There's an incredible amount of resources I could delegate.
Yes, yeah.
Well, at Kneehill County, we're really tight. We run very tight ship, and we're focused on really allowing our staff to take what they know and deliver it to the resident in the way that's most effective. Together, we're better. It's the same council, administration, together we're better.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Teamwork makes the dream work. You are so right. And it is, it's not just a funny saying.
No, it's true.
It's so important.
So what helps keep decision making consistent and transparent for residents?
Consistency comes from our policy. When our policies are clear and we have good governance practices, our residents know what to expect, and that's so critical. And we need to be transparent in that. And that transparency comes from communicating the why behind what we do. So when we make decisions that the public may not be comfortable with or may not approve of, if we can communicate the why, we can often get understanding. Because we're divided as community in some cases. Some people want this, some people want that.
Right.
We can't give everybody everything, but we can communicate why and how we're making our decisions. And that provides transparency and trust within the community.
And so what stands out to you about the staff who work for Kneehill County?
Well, on my first day, I walked into the building and I immediately felt at home. Nice. It's a family at Kneehill County. It's a family of humans that are here to do their best work, to support their community, because they really care. They care so much about the community and the members in it that it is such a great place to work because of that energy. A lot of times, I always like to say people work for government because they want to serve. They want to serve community. And we know that's not always true in all governments. But in this government, I can truly and honestly say that people are here to serve because they care.
Yeah.
And they want to see Kneehill County and the residents be thriving for years to come. And many of our staff, they live here, they work here, they grow here, and so do our families. And even our staff that come from surrounding communities, they're engaged and they're invested.
And so how does a strong internal team translate into better services for residents?
Oh, I think I alluded to it a little bit, but when staff are supported and they feel like their opinions matter and they feel like they're being heard in the organization, our services improve.
Yes.
We build on each other's strengths and each other's assets, and we show up with more consistent service for our residents. We're able to bring people in as a front desk administrator for our customer service, and they can thrive and run through the organization and maybe one day be the next CAO. It's quite amazing.
It is amazing. And what do you see as important when it comes to building trust and culture within an organization?
Trust is everything. That is a chapter in my book, Trust Will Get You Everywhere, because it really does. For instance, we have so many kilometers of roads. Can't get to them all on that first day in the snowstorm.
No.
But our residents will have the confidence that we're going to get to them as soon as we can. So we really want to build that trust, and we can do that through our communications, through our conversations, through our policies, and through consistently showing up every day to do great work.
And even like when we get the feedback from the public that maybe we've fallen short somewhere, just trying to make it right. Yeah.
Absolutely. We respond to everything. So please, if there's ever an issue out there, get in touch with us. We want to help. We want to know what's going on, but we can't be everywhere. We appreciate your eyes out there in the community.
And there are a few ways. There's that report a concern form on the website that people can use, or just give us a call anytime.
Absolutely. Yeah. And we also track and log all of those so that we can see at the end of the year, how much have we responded to? What are our areas of concern? Are there areas that we need to make changes to our policies or our procedures or our operating in order to support the residents better? So we're looking at that data. So every time a customer calls in, we are responding, we're looking, and we're analyzing the trends for us. So please call us. Anytime. But also call us and tell us how great we are.
Hey, yeah, we don't mind that at all.
We actually love that.
So how can residents best stay informed and engaged with what's happening at the county? I guess we just kind of talked about this a little.
Yeah, of course. Well, the podcast is a great way to learn. And I've learned a lot listening to all the podcasts. So thank you for that. It's been very fun. But we also have our newsletters, and we have our website, and we do public engagement opportunities. There's often things posted in the Capitol and other areas of media. But since this is your area of expertise, you could probably add a few more.
Yeah, oh, for sure. Well, the website is definitely the biggest one. It's full of information. There are some features on the website, too, that help people or notify me that they can sign up for, and you get those alerts right away, you know, with your water services, or you can get notified about fire bans, transfer site changes, all that kind of stuff. Our social media, we are always welcome to comments on there. I mean, not nice comments, suitable comments. Appropriate?
Respectful.
That's the word.
Yes.
And giving us a call is always a great way. And again, the Capitol, our quarterly newsletter. Yeah, there's lots.
There is a ton. And we really encourage you to get involved as residents, as citizens. Get involved. Learn what we're doing. Come and participate in our public hearings. We'd love to hear your voice.
Yes.
Yeah. It's important. Your voice is important.
It really is. And watching our council meetings that are live streamed or coming in and sitting in on them.
Absolutely. Yeah. We'd love to see you in the gallery because we know you're invested and we're invested and we want to hear your voice.
What does resident feedback matter in shaping county priorities?
Well, the feedback helps us understand where we might be going right or wrong. And so we set our priorities based on what council's directing, but council's directing us based on what they're hearing from their residents. So it's really critical for us to hear from the residents to know if our strategic plan is aligning with their expectations.
Yeah.
So if our focus is on solid infrastructure, well, I would hope that everybody would agree with that, right? But you may think that maybe we need to invest more money into this or that or this. And we would love to hear from you around that.
Yeah.
Infrastructure isn't the only important service we have in the county. We have parks and recreation and social services and different supports for our members. And we really want to understand what's meeting your needs and what's not.
Right.
That helps set the tone and helps set the stage for the strategic plan.
Yeah.
Feedback is
huge.
critical. Good feedback, respectful feedback.
Yes.
But come and talk to us.
Yeah.
We are here to help. That's my mantra.
I know.
I can't help it.
It's so good. And what would you like residents to better understand about how the county operates?
Of course. Well, what I call in government is the hurry up and wait mentality. So we're really anxious to get started on our priorities and we want to get our goals going. But what we have to recall and remember is that our goals and our objectives, deliverables are pushed through us through strategy and policy. So it does take time to change policies. It takes time to review and change bylaws. And that is critical. That time is critical because it allows us to look at best practice. It allows us to really consult with the resident in an effective way so the voice is heard. And then it allows us to shape the future policy. But clearly those things don't happen fast.
Right.
They take time because we have to go through a number of engagement, through council meetings, through deliberations, and then finally we might have a refined policy. So for instance, if you've seen the municipal development plan that was passed last year, the new plan, that took quite a bit of time of engagement before we're actually ready to be able to deliver that plan to the community. So in government, we have to have patience.
Yes.
But we also have to have the passion to keep pushing it forward. Our land use bylaw is coming up for review. That's going to be a great opportunity for folks to get involved and let their voices be heard. How do you want the land to be used in the future? Those things, they take time, but they're critical for us to take that time. We got to do it right.
That's just you don't want to rush into something and then regret it later.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The decisions we make impact a lot of humans.
And we do try to keep you updated on what's happening and where we are in the process and like how they can get involved.
Absolutely. And you do such a great job at advertising all those things for us because it is a process. So thank you.
My headphones aren't going to fit. You're making my head too big. So what excites you about the year ahead for Kneehill County?
Well, I'm excited about the opportunity for us to work on a new strategic plan and for us to have a number of goals that are going to push this council's objectives forward. We have a new council, 5 new members. That means there's going to be a little storming and norming at the table.
Yeah.
But that's also very exciting. It's
Yeah.
very exciting for the council to be able to come together, to be able to understand what their goals and objectives are from each division, and then be able to work together to achieve those on behalf of the whole county. And that's what excites me. How can we make everything better for everyone? The new strategic plan means new objectives, new initiatives, and new voices from the community coming forward to tell us what they need. And I think we're going to get to a great place where we have a lot of great objectives that the community is going to really be in support of.
So what message would you like to share with residents as we look ahead to the coming year?
Well, my message is, as I've said a few times, the county is here to serve you.
Yeah.
We really, really take that responsibility seriously. We show up here every day looking ahead to focus on remaining steady and stable and transparent for our community to understand that we're making thoughtful decisions and that Kneehill County is a place where people are supported in both the residents and in the staff, where we want to inform folks and keep them confident in their local government. I think that's so critical right now. The confidence in our municipal and our provincial and our federal governments has been waning for some time.
Definitely.
Yeah, and we want people to feel confident that we're here. We're here to serve, and we're thinking about them.
Yeah.
And we're aligning back to their strategies.
They can rely on us.
They can rely on us.
Yeah.
You know, we've just put out a new org chart internally, and at the top of our organizational chart is the residents.
That's amazing.
They are the top. They set the tone. They set the direction. They elect their council, and they hold them accountable, and they hold us accountable. And we're here to help.
That's such a wonderful message, honestly.
Exactly.
No, it's so good.
It's very exciting.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great year. Great 4 years. I think we're going to see some fun things come forward.
Yeah, make sure you stay tuned to all the wonderful things coming out of Kneehill County. Is there anything else you want to add?
just thank you for your support. Thank you for coming out, and thank you for being engaged. And we can't wait to see you at our upcoming ratepayer evenings.
Oh, yes. Yep.
Those are coming up in the spring, and we'll have our plenty of opportunities for engagement in our bylaws and some of our policies coming forward. So just get involved.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear from you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming today. This has been lovely.
I love it.
Okay. Good. And make sure you stay tuned to the next episode of the Kneehill Scoop.